So the NFL has a new rule change, and only one Cincinnati Bengals game can be affected by this rule change. Let's talk about it. So the Bengals obviously are playing a crap ton of primetime games. They only have one Thursday night game, and that's versus the Baltimore Ravens. Other than that, they have no other Thursday night games. But the NFL said, listen, we're tired of crap football. We are tired of making schedules where we're having teams that we think are going to be amazing, and then by week 13 and 14, these teams suck. These teams are like 0 and 10, 0 and 11, and now we have a Thursday night matchup where we have two crap teams, Denver Broncos, Colts. Last year, I'm looking at you guys, going head to head and making crap product for the fans. So how are they going to fix that? All Thursday night games from week 13 to 17 can be flexed out. So if you're a team and you're having a bad season, let's say you're 2 and 11, well, look at all your Thursday night games, they're gone. You're no longer going to have Thursday night games. In the past, as fans, we kind of had to sit there and suffer because, oh, who's playing Thursday? Oh, yeah, it's the 3 and 10 versus 3 and 11 team. It was crap. It was dog water. Well, they're now flexing those games out. So the NFL approved a rule change that allowed the league to flex Thursday night football matchups in week 13 to 17. That means the Bengals or any other team could play a second Thursday night game this season. But here's the problem. You can only play one on the road Thursday night game and one home game Thursday night. So if you go through all the games, the only game Cincinnati can actually play on Thursday and get an actual primetime game would be the Minnesota Vikings game. That's the only game they could do it because they play on the road Thursday night versus the Ravens. And then, of course, the one home game has to be that game because they're primetime games. Other than that, they play the Rams with that Monday night. They play a Sunday night game, another Monday night game. So the only game they could possibly get would be that game. And again, it has to be week 13 to 17. So if we get crap product before that, the NFL is trying to make good with all this, right? Obviously. So as it says right here, Cincinnati's already headed to Baltimore to play on Thursday Night Football in Week 11. That means that the only Bengals home game would be flexed in the Thursday night window. That means that only a Bengals home game could be flexed. Yeah. NFL teams can only play one game on the road on Thursday night and one at home. Cincinnati heads to Jacksonville in Week 11 to play the Jags on Monday Night Football. That means they won't be flexed in the Thursday night game that week or in Week 14 since it's just 3 days after the matchup in Jacksonville. This is actually kind of surprising, but not really. So based on what I'm saying with all this, they have to give the NFL teams a lot of warning, like a lot of a headroom here. So they can't to say, oh, by the way, guys, Thursday? Yeah, you're playing Thursday now. They have to tell them like a week and a half in advance. So it can't just be like, oh, yeah, you guys are now playing Thursday after you played on Monday. They have to tell like a week and a half in advance. So that's another reason why it would not happen like that. The Bengals also play the Steelers and the Chiefs on the road in week 16 and 17. That means the only potential game, Thursday night game that could be flex would be a home matchup against the Minnesota Vikings in week 15. So that's the only game they can actually flex into that situation. And it says right here that the rule change could impact some teams, but the Bengals have only one game that would realistically be eligible for the new Thursday night flex option this season. And I guarantee you right now, I promise you, they're going to try to flex that game. They're 1,000% going to try to flex that Thursday night matchup, or sorry, that Minnesota Vikings game to a Thursday night game, especially if Minnesota is playing good football at that time and they're not just absolutely stupid when it comes to their record. They're definitely going to try to flex it. I'm going to try to see real fast who is that week 15 game, or who's it supposed to be. So week 15 right now is the 49ers at Seattle. 8:15. I I don't know if they would flex that out. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if they would flex that game out. This is the game right now that is scheduled. I don't think they would flex out a 49ers at Seahawks game for a Vikings at Bengals. The only thing I could think of, if the Bengals at this time are 14-0 and the Vikings are 14-0, and then let's say, for example, the Seahawks, they kind of do what they should have done last year, where they should be like 3-11 at this point, and the 49ers are going to be like probably, I don't know, maybe like 10-3 or something. Like, you know, let's say it's not even matchup. It's possible they flex it out. I don't know if they would, though. That's definitely going to be interesting. Like, honestly, if we look at all these Thursday night games, let me see. Let's look at which ones could be flexed out. This game could easily be flexed out. I don't know. I mean, again, because the Jets should be really good this year. They might have done a good job. This game might not be flexed out. This game's going to get flexed out. This game 1000% is going to be flexed out. That's not even a question. Not a question in the world right now. This game will be flexed out. This game, we might not get that Thursday night game. They might keep that game. Unless Seattle is really that bad and their record is like 3-11, this game probably will continue. This game's going to continue no matter what because it's Steelers and it's Patriots. I mean, come on. That's like the age-old battle. This game probably will get flexed out. So, yeah, so this is the only week 13 to 17. So, honestly, surprisingly enough, they're really betting on the Seattle Seahawks to be a good team. Because if Seattle sucks, this game's going to be flexed out, and this game's going to be flexed out. This game already has to be flexed out. The Rams are not going to be good. If anything, this could possibly just be, the Saints might be better with Derek Carr, so this could just be like a middle-of-the-pack Saints squad going against the worst team in football. So this game will be flexed out. This game possibly could be flexed out. And then, again, it really depends on how good Seattle is. Because if Seattle is dog water and the 49ers are probably still going to be a pretty dang good team, then it's very possible we see Bengals-Vikings right here. But, again, like I said, it really depends on a lot. And that a lot is coming down to how good Seattle is. Which I don't think Seattle's going to be that good this season. But you never know. Geno Smith last season looked pretty dang good. And he got a new contract, so he's ready to go. And honestly, Seattle had a pretty dang good draft too. So overall wise, I'm interested to see what ends up happening. But at least the NFL is doing something. They're not going to try to fix the referees, but they're trying to fix some crap football that we have to watch. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.